Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the February 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it here, Aquarius. We're going to do 4 columns. Column number 1 is going to be taking a general look at what's coming for February. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 4th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. So almost like advice for you going into the month of February. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But taking a look here, our summary affirmation card. So I love this. I feel like in general, we all need more balance. We need more harmony. I am feeling things are going to be a little out of balance to start February, and then they really come into balance for you. We'll see what cards we get. We'll see how that plays out. But again, I feel like things are a little out of balance to start with Aquarius, and then they level out and things get much better there for you. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. Okay, first up we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. I do feel like you're putting a lot of time, effort, energy into something. So again, perhaps we'll see some balance there, where either we receive the reward, kind of reap the benefits of our hard work, or we'll be able to ease up and not be studying so hard, working so hard, pushing so hard here. This can also be a card of new love, so potentially there's a new lover, new friendship, new relationship coming for you in February as well, but definitely very much so a new love card there. Moving on to our next card, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is very strategic, very future focused. This is very much so a card of planning. Again, we're working really hard on this thing because we want this thing in the future. This is part of our plan, part of our path. With the Emperor, though, we can also kind of validate that. Like, yes, this is a good move. You're making good moves. You're on a good path. So I like to see this. Also, I think this balance will kind of continue too once we find it, which is nice to see as well. Again, I feel like things could start a little uneven, a little unbalanced, but then we'll be kind of in a really nice, balanced, calm, kind of harmonious spot by the end of the month. So that's great to see. Looking at our final card here, we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands can be like a card of defending yourself, protecting yourself against competition, any of those type of things here. So I do feel like there could be some competition for this thing that we're working on, that we're giving so much time and energy to. But again, this is a card of balance, and I agree, the balance is going to come. So I feel like this competition will ease. Maybe you kind of like are feeling like you have to defend your actions or justify your actions. I think that will balance and ease up for you as well too. Let's take a look though and see what clarifiers we've got here. We're starting off with my favorite card in the entire tarot deck. We have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is everything wonderful. This is total love, support, happiness, contentment. Again, I love to see that coming in for you. Things could be not feeling that way right at the beginning of February, but coming in strong. So in addition to that balance, we're going to feel well loved, well supported, just have this nice sense of contentment. When I was younger, I didn't think contentment was that great, Aquarius, but now I realize how hard it is to truly be content. So that's why I'm such a big fan of our 10 of Cups. This is also, if you take a look, we have a happy couple here, kids playing, very much so a relationship card as well. So I do think there's some love energy. We're going to echo that message with our 2 of Cups up next. So the 2 of Cups, a very, very strong love card, very romantic, very proposal-like. So lots of potential for new love, whether this is, again, friendship, lover. Some of you could be getting a new animal even, but some love energy. Some of you could be finding out you're pregnant as well. The Emperor could be a parenting card, and then we do have kids on the 10 of Cups. So, but definitely some nice love energy. And of course, that love energy will be very well balanced as well. At the bottom here, we have the Devil card. In general, the Devil card is a card of overdoing something. Again, I saw you were studying very hard, working very hard. I feel like we're fighting this competition very hard. So I feel like we're kind of overdoing things. So I love to see a card like the Balance card coming in that's going to kind of almost counteract some of these other cards. So looking forward to moving away from this. As much as you can, try not to get too caught up in things. Again, this is overdoing. This can also be things like greed, envy, materialism, obsession. For now, I just feel like we're focused on something. We're working really hard on something right now, pushing hard on competition. But that should ease and there should be some balance. So like the new love, and I like this kind of feeling of easing up here for you, Aquarius. So all good things to see. Let's take a look now at our next column, which is anything related to love, or excuse me, anything related to money. Money first here. So quick money affirmation or money card to get us started. It says, your means of receiving money should always be aligned with the highest good of all. Receiving money from a low vibration means you will keep you in a vibration to maintain that stream of income. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that you associate with money here. So first up, we have the Knight of Wands. When I see the Knight of Wands, this card screams freedom to me. You see this horse and rider. It's this nice sense of creativity. It's this nice sense of freedom. I feel like you could be like getting off a project or completing something. So I feel like you're free from a task, from a project, from a duty, from an initiative. So I feel like you're being free to work on something else. So I kind of like that energy, something that's been kind of tying you down or you've been spending a lot of time on. So again, I feel like there's a sense of freedom coming through in these next few weeks here for you. The next card we have is the Lovers card. We've had a lot of love energy so far, but let me give you a couple ways that this is going to relate to money or career here for you. I do think there could be a relationship that's coming in here, Aquarius, that's really important. The Lovers card is a love card. I feel like this partnership will be really important, so there could be, again, an important relationship. The other thing, anytime we have two of something on a card, it does indicate a decision. So I feel like there could be a decision that needs to happen here. Of course, we'll clarify and see if we can get more information there. At the bottom, we have the King of Swords. Again, very strategic, very intentional. It's about having a plan. So let me tell you what I think is happening, where this is going here. So again, I feel like there is freedom from something. We're wrapped up, we're done, or you've been released from a project. But this gives us now the decision as to what we do from here. Where do we go? What do we want to be? Who do we want to be? What path do we want to be on? We need to make this decision based on what we want long term. We need to be making strategic decisions. So let's clarify, see what other messages I can give you here. First up, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. This is kind of riding the waves. I think you did a good job of that, Aquarius. I think you did ride the waves. You stuck with this project or this initiative or this task. And again, now it's done. We've been released. We've been relinquished from it. So it's kind of that free to go energy. I do think there is a new relationship coming in. So like maybe you're moving under a new boss or there's some sort of new partnership. And I like this because I feel like this person's very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. With the Knight of Wands too, I feel like you have a good voice. You're being heard, you're being seen, like they value your opinion. So I like this, especially paired with that Lovers card. So I feel like this new relationship with this new thing that's coming will be really promising. The next card we have is the Death card. Pretty fitting. I think we've already acknowledged something's ending here. I do like to point out that the Death card doesn't mean death, in case you don't know that, but this does indicate transformation, change. It's time to move on. It's time to let go of this thing, which again, I feel like we've been freed, we've been relinquished, and now is the time to move forward. So, but we do need to think about this as like transformation. Again, I feel like this is going to be a significant change. We'll be leveraging this relationship, I think, once we get there, but we have to make it to the relationship. So we need to be clear on what our path is. We need to be making very strategic decisions here. Definitely time to move on, but it's coming through as transformation. So I feel like this shift is going to be pretty significant. At the bottom, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a card of having wisdom, having perspective. I do feel like we need information, so be asking questions before we make decisions here. Because again, we need to be clear and intentional and strategic on our moves with the King of Swords. And it's like we need to have all the information is what the Hangman is telling us. We need to have all the wisdom. So we need to move on. We've been set free to move on, but we need to be clear where we're going. We need to be, again, very strategic, very intentional about what this next step is for ourselves here. Okay, let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to love. Quick love message for you. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Aquarius. First up, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups, again, is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. It's interesting because I feel like there's new relationships in so many aspects. We talked about a new relationship here. It appears there's a new relationship in terms of career and finances. We're seeing new relationships coming through here as well. I do think this first card, this King of Cups, is probably more of this new work-related person we're seeing. But again, very tolerant, very empathetic, very supportive, wonderful traits. That's followed up by what other than another new relationship card? We have our Ace of Cups. And anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So definitely some sort of new friendship, some sort of new lover. I definitely see new coworker here. Just feel like February is the month of new relationships, it seems. At the bottom, we have the World card. The World card is completing a goal, completing a lesson. It's almost like we've been set free to do these things. Again, we definitely have been set free here in work, but something else has happened that set us free to find this new friend, to find this new lover, to have this baby. But it's like something completed. Something was learned, something happened here that again is opening the door to these relationships. So love to see that. Let's take a look at what clarifiers I can give you here. At the top, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of feeling like we're in a low place. So again, we were waiting to be set free for this career piece. I feel like something had happened. We were waiting to be set free. So we were kind of in this low place. And now the world has come full circle and we are free to be open to these new relationships. I really like that. But this is the Ten of Swords, that reflection of kind of that low place. And again, something has happened now that we're free from that low place and we can welcome in these new relationships. The next card we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Really just like how this relationship's going to play out for you. Relationships, I should say, because it seems like it's happening in multiple areas of life here. But very successful, very happy, definitely win type feeling. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Wands. This is, again, defending ourselves, feeling like we have to protect ourselves. And this has come full circle. We don't have to do that. Again, I don't know the exact event or thing that happened here, Aquarius, but this is saying, yes, it happened, it's done, and now it's like you're free to, again, go and interact and be open to these relationships. And it's interesting because the shift really kind of happened across all channels here for you, right? This isn't just love, it could be friendship, it could be a baby, it could be a new coworker, a new boss. So cool to see. All right, fourth and final column, a message from our future self or spirit guides. It's almost like advice as you go into the month of February. We have the summary affirmation card here of potential. I love the potential card as well as the balance card. There's just so much potential. So I feel like February has a ton of potential for you. Definitely no doubt about the love potential, but let's see what other messages I can give you here. So there's some potential in some sort of new opportunity as well. So I know we've talked a lot about new relationships, but this is like a new project, a new inspiration, a new hobby, a new side business for you. And there is a ton of potential here. So we have the Ace of Wands again. This is something new. With this something new, it's going to be really important that we trust our intuition, trust our gut. That's what the High Priestess is all about. This is saying you're very in tune, you're very capable, you're very aware. So there's a ton of potential in this new situation, but as we get into this new situation, be trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. I also like this because this new opportunity is bringing a lot of hope. It's bringing a lot of renewal. It's very re-energizing, but it's like brought hope to something that maybe you didn't have hope for anymore. There's also some clarity coming in as well, it seems here. So it's nice to see, so we can get information as we move forward with this new thing. But again, I can't say enough how much potential there is here. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Magician. Anything can happen with the Magician. This is inspired action though, so this is the new thing. This is the new thing you want, so taking action to go after it. But anything is possible. Again, endless potential there. We also have the Three of Cups. This is a card of being well supported, so I feel like you could have a lot of support going with this new undertaking. This is also like celebratory though. Again, lots of potential, lots of worthy things, lots of things to celebrate here. And the Six of Swords, this is about going through a necessary transition. Again, I feel like this has given new light, given new hope to whatever this is. And now we can see the potential. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel with the Star card there. So going through this transition and now re-pursuing it because we can see such potential. Alrighty, Aquarius, at this time now I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 10 of Diamonds, number 8 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the 4 of Clubs, the 4, also the number 4 card. This is going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 2 of Diamonds, number 18 card. This is going to be a yes. So no, yes, yes there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of February. You have Heliotrope, which is good for differentiation, protection, fends off any spiritual or emotional assaults, and also is great for boundaries. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful February.